rain. It's going to be a great show. And it's going to be really hot, so I'm not knowing what we're going to do about that. I was thinking about bringing...
I love you. I love you so much.
I'm going to get a kiddie pool with ice and water, and I think we're just going to sit in that and we'll take turns. Last time I tried filling up a bag of ice. I don't know, were you there, Tapeworm? And I put a bag of ice in my underwear all day. That's what I had to do because it was too fucking hot. I don't know how the drag queens do it. So I didn't really have any plans for tonight. But I thought maybe I'd talk about Ghana. Has anybody ever been to Africa? Anybody? Where were you guys at? Alex, where were you at?
Swaziland, South Africa, Lesotho, Zimbabwe, and Zambia.
I asked him. I lived in Ghana. What about you?
Southern Africa.
Oh, okay, that's my turn. When you say Southern Africa, it was so surreal because apartheid was still a thing then. And so, like, my friends at college would wear, like, free Nelson Mandela t-shirts at the University of Ghana.
Yeah.
And the story of Ghana is really pretty interesting because when you go to other places, they're angry, right? They're angry. In Ghana, they're so chill. They were the original slavers, so they were running the slave trade. But the really interesting thing about it is they treated their slaves well. It was more like a maid or an indentured servant, something like that. So they had no idea what hell they were unleashing. And when the British government took over, they weren't bothered. They just continued about, everything was fine until one day, the British governor did something so offensive, they killed him. Does anybody know what that could have been? He sat on the stool, and he was not supposed to sit on the stool. So they killed him, and then this little old lady, I think she was like 80, took the stool, went marching through the streets, and buried it by the side of the road, and took the country back over.
Big lie.
No, that's the true story. That's what happened. And then when I was there, it was J.J. Rollins who was in charge of the country. So the country had originally, when J.J. came in, he tried to make it a democracy, but it didn't work, and the person that got elected was really horrible, so they demanded he take back over, so he killed that guy on the beach along with all his friends. And then they put him back in power. And then they had an election when I was there. And they voted him in.
Is this the show?
Yeah, this is the show. Y'all don't care about African history on Juneteenth? What the fuck? They would go, thank you. We went to a big rally for JJ. You would think they wouldn't like the guy because he was the dictator, right, when I was there. Instead, everybody loved the guy. Everybody knew he spoke pot. He tried to learn every language he could, which there's like 350 in a country the size of Florida. 350 languages. And this is what they sang at the rally. They sang, JJ, JJ, don't go and leave us alone. And then when he won, the guy who was going against him, his motto was the elephant, just like the Republicans, and they took fake elephants and they flogged them in the streets and told the elephant to go back home to the bush. Yeah, that's how it was really surreal because like all of a sudden all these Chinese people showed up trying to influence the election like out of nowhere, and it was weird. It was weird. It was good. We went out the night that they were doing the election. It was on the exact same night that Clinton got elected, and we went to the American Club, and they had turned off CNN in the country because if anything went down in Ghana, they didn't want anybody to know. And our election, we went to the American Club, it was so boring. It was kind of, if you look at Tom right now, it was that look for the whole election night. And then you went outside and you went across the street to the football park where they were doing the Ghanaian election, and they had this chalkboard, and every time they would change a number, the whole crowd would go fucking wild. They were doing wheelies in the streets and playing instruments and hanging out and having a great time. Yeah, Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Yeah, so, does anybody want to buy a nacho lighter? Y'all won't believe what the fuck I got told yesterday. I was told to my face.
Orlando. I was told in Orlando because I tried to do the something.
No talking, ma'am.
I was in Orlando. I got told.
Ma'am?
You got told? I got told that my nacho lighters weren't gay enough.
They're flaming.
They're not gay enough. They're not gay enough. To my face, by a whole table full of LGBTQ people who kept telling me they weren't gay enough. I did not have this one though to show them to prove that my nacho lighters are really gay.
You just gotta put it a little bit lower, like just under the tail.
Oh, is that I didn't make it a penis
It's gotta come out of the ass.
nacho lighter? Yeah.
It's gotta be an anal lighter.
They didn't like my scary ones. Check out this new one I got. It's really cool. It's this one.
It's water.
Look at this one. And it's got this thing so that when you stab somebody with it, it only goes so far in.
That's
See?
way too straight.
So that's good. It won't go all the way through and you get your arm stuck in there. So that's nice.
It's the clean self-defense model.
I had a very good Father's Day.
Good. That's really great. Oh, I have this one. Does anybody know what this is?
An egg beater,
I don't know. It's $9.95 and I had to have it.
an IUD.
IUD? It's not going to fit, Tom.
I don't know.
I did have to think about it for a second, but unless you were having a baby and then they stuck this in there and then they sucked it back up, that might work. But then you'd have this thing hanging down all the time. And then how would you get the penis in there? Unless your penis was very small and it could navigate around the nacho lighter. It might provide more stimulation though, I don't know. I don't know. And they were also, the gay people were also upset that I didn't have dildo nacho lighters. And I tried to tell them I don't buy anything new. I have asked for dildos and butt plugs on stage. No one's brought me one. So I didn't mean to disappoint the gay people in gay month. And I did tell them I'd have to tell my girlfriend that my lighters aren't gay enough. I do always collect for the Tabernacle of Hedonism ties.
I like your tan.
I'll watch it, yeah.
You like my what?
Your tan.
My tan? Why, thank you. And I have this giant...
Tonight's the night we're gonna make this happen.
We're gonna make so much fucking money tonight.
I know, I can't
We
wait.
are trying to fill this whole thing up, and look how close we are to $500. You know what? We are $4 from $500. $4 from $500. And all the tithes go not just to filling up our giant marijuana joint, but to, which we need to fill to cover this.
Hey, where's the Tabernacle? Where is Reverend Angel?
He's right there, baby. He already performed. You missed his whole performance.
Sorry, I'm only here.
It was really relaxing, wasn't it, Tom?
I love this show, it's my favorite.
Does anyone want to give me money?
I remember.
Oh my
I got
fucking
one.
god, yes!
Hey, all right.
Yes, yes! Oh, here.
3 to go.
Here, you can have this, Tom.
Okay. All right. This is almost to the finish line now. We've only got halfway to go. I see that there's still 2 people here. This is great news. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you very much. Wow.
Oh, we did it!
Raking at it. We did it. We passed $500. This is great news. Holy ham sandwiches. Holy ham sandwiches. Oh my God, no, it's been about 3 years we've been working on this thing. Anyway, that's great news. Thank you for putting this over the top. I won't forget that. Speaking of putting over the top, can you put me over the top of my alcoholism? Because I'm ready to go. Yeah. I'm ready to go to Tequila Land now. No, I don't want to go that far. Okay, Auntie Bo selling nacho ladders all night long. Michael, don't you dare escape tonight. Somebody get Michael. Michael, come up here right now, immediately. I know you gotta go. Michael, you gotta come. Michael, you've got, no, I don't trust you. No, I think you're escaping. No, that's what happened last week. You never came back and we didn't know what you were wearing. Michael, we haven't known what you're wearing for 2 weeks, Michael.